morning, everybody. I am 30 years old, and so I thought it would be really fun to put together a video of 30 things about me. Almost. There are actually going to be 29 things about me and one lie. And I want you to guess the lie. Comment down in the comment section below which one of these things is a lie. This is not going to be in any sort of order. This is all going to be just completely random. So let's get started. I have never had any stitches before, and I've only had one broken bone. In 8th grade, I went snow tubing, and I went down the hill and went over a bump, and I caught some big air, and I also broke my left arm. I am a certified scuba diver. I'm also a registered nurse. I worked on a telemetry unit and was cross-trained to work in the ICU as well. I did that for about 2 years, and then I also have a year of experience in float pool. My nickname growing up was Wormy, and I'm pretty sure it's because my siblings put worms in my hair. Our family dog growing up, her name was Sunny. She was a yellow lab. And one day when I was little, I slammed her tail in the door really hard, and my siblings have not let me live that one down. When I was younger, when I would get mad, my go-to threat was biting. I like to bite. One of my fears, or one thing that I'm scared about, is parking lots. Parking lots scare me. I am scared that I'm going to hit someone, hit a car, or hit a kid. I'm afraid of getting hit myself or of one of my kids getting hit. So when I am in parking lots, I get nervous and I am very cautious. I went on a blind date once, but my name was Bonnie. I pretended to be Bonnie on a blind date because Bonnie did not want to go on the blind date that she was set up to go on. If I could change one thing about me, it would be my side profile, because I've got a bump on my nose and I have indents on my cheek from acne scars. Before I had Emma, I had 2 miscarriages. My first job was working at the snow shack making snow cones. Some of my earliest memories are walking in a department store, which I believe was probably ZCMI. And I was holding onto a stroller, and so I think Ellie was probably a baby at the time in the stroller. And I remember listening to that really soft, pretty music that the department stores play. Another memory that I have was when my mom was nursing Ellie in a rocking chair. I remember taking the chair and spinning it around in circles as my mom was trying to feed her. I also remember my mom dancing with me, holding me and dancing to music. I also remember sitting down on the floor with my mom at the coffee table, and the house was quiet and we were coloring a picture, and I can still picture the picture that we were coloring, and it was of a dog, and I just remember coloring with my mom on the floor. I have no allergies. I have been on a 50-mile backpacking trip with my best friend. I feel like I have a good grasp of my emotions. There are some people I know that are either really happy and bubbly and outgoing, or they are really sad and emotional, and I feel like I'm kind of in the middle. I can be happy and I can be sad, but I'm never either one extreme or the other. And if someone were to give me bad news, I feel like I have a pretty good handle of my emotions and how I handle bad news. I don't want people to think that I'm cold or insensitive, because that's not true. I do have feelings, but I don't express them like crazy, if that makes sense. I'm always up for a good board game or card game, and I don't cheat most of the time. My first kiss was in kindergarten, Chris Holt. After that, as an adult, I've kissed a total of 7 guys. Landon was number 3 of the 7. While Landon was serving a 2-year mission, we wrote letters back and forth, and that was our way of communication for the 2 years, and that was when I kissed the remaining 4 boys. I don't consider myself a really crafty person, although I do enjoy DIY projects. All through middle school and high school, my GPA was a 4.0. As much as I do love vlogging, vlogging is still really hard for me, even after a few years of doing this. I find that I still repeat a lot, I cut and edit a lot, but it has been my way to be able to talk and express myself without being interrupted or intimidated by other people. Which leads me on to the next one. I find that I am more of an introvert than maybe some of my other sisters. I'm not shy, but I also don't talk a whole lot or always have a whole lot to say. In high school, I took a ceramics class and a carpentry class, or would you say a wood class? I called it a wood class. When I was younger, Bonnie tried to pierce my ears for me by numbing my ear with just an ice cube. It didn't work very well. I feel like a weakness of mine is not being very eloquent with my words. I know what I'm thinking, but I can't express out loud into words in a very flowy way. Yeah, see, this sentence did not make sense to me. Hence why my Instagram captions are short and to the point. I feel like a strong point of mine is being very punctual. I like to be on time to things and I do not like to be late. Even with 4 kids, one of them being a newborn, I am still able to get to church 5 minutes early. I held 2 boys' hands at the same time once. True story. We were at a drive-in movie and I was already holding a boy's hand, I think under a blanket, and the other boy next to me on the other side asked me if I could hold his hand. He said, "Can I hold your hand?" So this boy heard hand, so he knew, and he did not know because we were under the blanket. So it was kind of a funny little situation going on there. I am a really good driver and I've never hit anyone or anything with my car. One of my most embarrassing stories was when I was in high school choir and the term project was to lip sing a song, and a boy was lip singing his song and he chose the song "I Want to Kiss the Girl" from The Little Mermaid, and the entire time he was singing the song he was staring at me, and as the song got closer and closer to the end he slowly walked closer to me, and at the very end he kissed me in front of the whole class. And so that entire 2-minute song, my face was bright red because I knew what he was doing. Alright, there you have it. 30 things about me. Comment down below which one you think was the lie. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a thing or two, or 29 things about me. And don't forget to subscribe to watch our family vlogs, and we will see you guys next time.